Hi, welcome back. Just want to continue what I was talking about in my last video about my life a little bit. So at 19, I was married. My wife was 17. And obviously, at that age, you think you know it all, like most kids do. But came back to the States and started working. Um, I was always able to find work, and actually I went back to school. I didn't go back to school. I took the GED test. I took it. I walked in. I didn't study for it. I just took it, passed it, got the GED. Uh, then I was working because I had a wife, and she was working. Actually, that was the first experience I had as far as starting a business. So we started a business called Saro Creations, and we were very successful actually. Because my wife was a very artistic person. She had a lot of great artwork. She was really good at it. So we decided to we made a company that designed tennis outfits, hand painted tennis outfits, and each one was hand painted. So it was pretty unique. And we were lucky enough to get a super salesman, and we got into all the major department stores. We got into Bloomingdale's, into Saks Fifth Avenue, into Macy's, and we were really, it was really rock and rolling. We were really doing well. But I don't know, for some reason, I guess too young to get married, and my mother at that time was a partner with my wife as well. So it was a little bit of, I don't know, turbulence, I guess you can call it. And then we decided to separate, and we each went our own ways. We didn't have any children or anything, so it wasn't very complicated, and we didn't have a lot of assets, so it was pretty simple to get a divorce. Uh, I'll tell you a little bit later. I've been married 4 times, so anyway, she was a good person. Nothing. It was nothing. I just think we were just too young. So basically, that's what happened. And yeah, so I was working and surviving. I actually worked for a company uh, that had contracts with the city, and I had a an African American partner. So basically, the company gave us all the materials. We just had to buy our own tools, and we were basically working in the South Bronx and in the Rockaways, where buildings were abandoned. It was in the South Bronx, so there was a lot of burnt out buildings, and the city took over for whatever reasons, for tax purposes or whatnot. Uh, so we'd have the contract. Well, the company I worked for had the contract to put up fencing around these city blocks that after they demolished the buildings. And I remember one time, my boss and actually I had a African American partner, and we worked really really well together. We were making a lot of money. We were getting like 65 cents a foot. We're talking about in the 70s, and go around the city block. There's a lot of footage. So we did pretty well, but it was physical work. It was hard work, and I had a work ethic. We had work ethics, and we know what to do. So we were doing quite well. I remember one time my boss at that time. I mean, the company is closed, and all these people are gone a long time ago. He handed me a set of keys and an address with a for a brand new Cadillac. The keys were for, and I had to deliver this car to this address and just ring the bell, give the keys to whoever answered the door, and get in a taxi and come back, to the office. I later found out that there's actually a payoff for some of these contracts that this company had with the city of New York, and it was an inspector. So somebody who approved all these contract jobs that we were getting. So I thought it was quite interesting. Uh, Let me just get this. Someone's trying to call me.